Howdy folks, my name is Darren from RC Scale Models, and today we're going to be taking a look at ICM's 1/48 scale DB-26. It's an Invader aircraft. They've done this aircraft several times, it's been out a few years now, but this is their special edition type aircraft, which is a bundle with the Q-2 drones. The Q-2 drones are these aircraft on the side. You can buy them separately, but this is a bundle now as drones and aircraft. This was used in, as I say, the drones are used for targeting practice, and it's pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool striking aircraft with the silver and the orange, so it's definitely going to stand out. Little brief description of what's in the kit and stuff like that. Here's the stuff on the side. Kit number 48286. There's two striking schemes that are within the kit. They're both silver, but I do like this one with the orange. The standard ICM opening box. And so it's a top opening box. It's loaded with plastic and instructions, decals inside. So let's take a closer look. So here's your worksheet from ICM, nicely in colour, and I think their instructions are nicely laid out. ICM have definitely stepped up their game in upcoming years. They have got better. So colours required is ICM. They do their own colours now. They do Revell, Callouts and Tamiya. I like Tamiya paints, I use them all the time. You got your standard symbols for what they mean ×2, no glue, cut, be careful, and etc. A little bit of warning. Dimensions of the kit and the drones. Obviously standard stuff. Sprue layout, anything in orange is stuff that is not going to be needed within this kit. More sprue layouts, again, stuff not is orange. There's a good way of checking everything's in the kit. 2 sprues for your drones. Like I say, you can buy these individual kits now, but this is the bundle. Pretty standard. If you've already built the aircraft before, you know how ICM goes together. So we are looking at a seat, instrument binnacle inside the cockpit, flight stick and more instrument panel and stuff, and cockpit floor. We have a nice wing spar here with more detailed parts, radio equipment, and that gets all attached inside one half of the fuselage. Doesn't really say colour callouts as you go, I don't think. I could be wrong. What are these? Is it B and G? My mistaken. So these letters B, G, L are the colour callouts, so you have to go backwards and forwards. The call out for interior is G, which is interior green, which is olive green, they're saying. So yeah, bulkhead going in, wing spars, that all sort of stuff getting done. Now on the other side we have the cockpit going in, and then the other side is a couple of more detailed parts, and then it's ready to sandwich together. Hopefully it should fit nicely. You do all this nice detail work and internals, and you pretty much don't see it after that. Pretty standard for airplanes. Wings and flaps, that's pretty standard. I don't think these wings sit dead flat. They do have the hedral where they point up slightly. Working on the front nose, so we have more cockpit and nose section, dials and radio equipment, another seat. I'm not sure what this piece is, but it's probably electronics because it is a aircraft for training purposes, and with the drones and stuff, so the electronics will probably be slightly different. So we have all this electronic stuff. The front nose is not clear, I don't think. Yes, not mistaken. So this is clear front nose, and the bottom bit's sealed in, so this would be the orange. A part of the bulkhead going in. It is asking for a nose weight down the bottom here at 40 grams. Your wing spar, or wing, sorry, 0.8mm drill those holes out. You're going to need to do those for your drones to sit on on the bottom. These little plugs, I'm not sure what they're for. You're sandwiching your two wings together. That's pretty standard. Flaps and ailerons in the down position, so they are poseable. It's a nice touch. Flipping the aircraft wings over, and you have your lights touching your wings. Pretty standard again. Hopefully these wing spars will give it dead strength. Here's the markings we check out afterwards. Engine nacelles and bulkheads. There is the way it's designed, the landing gear is attached to the engine nacelles as well, so we have internal structure for the landing gear all going in, so it's left and right, so it is repeating your process. The front cowling of the engine going in and a couple of air vents. Again, it's asking for nose weight, but they're actually in the engine section, so 100 grams in each engine nacelle plus the nose weight, so you're looking at 240 grams as a total, I believe. Let me go back quickly. Yeah, so 40 grams in the nose and 100 grams in each engine nacelle, so 140 grams. That's probably because of the drones being on the wings. It's going to definitely tip back otherwise. Engine nacelles going in. These door flaps for the landing gear, I wouldn't attach them straight away. I'll leave them towards the end. We have the bottom of the aircraft with a glass vision port. There is no bomb bay because it's been converted. We do have, I thought was a gun sight, but it's not. Again, it's probably to do with the training purposes. The canopy going in, the upper structure. There's this belly plate going in as well. Landing gear, two-piece wheels in centers, and which is pretty easy to do actually, because you can paint the wheels and the center caps separately, and then you can just butt it up, and it doesn't require no masking. A little bit of wiring on the landing gear. The landing gear should be no problem at all. We have the front nose wheel landing gear is a trike landing gear. Several parts for the engines, so we have front, two engines, and then engines again, so it's a double radial engine type setup, so you're going to have to do two of these. And we have, I'm not sure what these sections are. We have the front of the engine, and then we have this piece as well. I'm not sure what this is, but it is all engine detail. The back of the engine, we have some more pipes coming off. They look like exhaust pipes actually. And then attaching engine cowlings. Unfortunately, you do all this nice detail engine, and the cowlings are just plugs. So I don't know if there's any aftermarket out there, or if you want to try and modify them to show the engines off. I don't know. We have these engine doors on the side. We have a couple of them actually, small ones. So you might see some engine. There are two types, D37, D36, and D37 and D36, and D35 and 34, so there is two types. We have the cover, which would be the bomb bay, but again, like I say, because it's a training aircraft, it's been removed. And the aircraft is all complete by then, and now we're working on the two drones. The first drone is KDA-1 Q-2A Firebee drone, which is so you've got with the body, exhaust, what looks like the front nose, and this is intake again. Then we've got this little chin piece. That engine piece can go in, and that can be sandwiched together. The wings and flaps, and the leading edges. So, and the hard point to attach this to the wing. So this is your Firebee, which is, they're calling out for like a reddy orange colour. The second drone is BQM 34A Q-2C Firebee, so it's slightly different. Again, we have body or fuselage, and we have the exhaust and intake piece, sandwich it together. Another intake, structural plate for the top and the wings, tail, and the hard point for attaching to your aircraft. And that's the completed drone. Again, it's the same colour, ready, the ready orange colour. Attaching your drones to the wings, propellers going on, completed model by them, but obviously you're going to paint all of this separately. There's the completed model as a CAD drawing. You do get a template for a canopy mask, which is nice that they include this now in manufacturers. If they don't obviously supply masks, they give you a nice template to work from, which is nice to do. And it shows you where the masks are going to go. Around the front nose, the front chin, front vision port, the canopy, and then the circle bomb bay area, which is no longer, which is now vision, side windows. And we have the first striking scheme, which is my favourite of the two. So we have the nice aluminum silver, we have the orange, is it day glow orange maybe, I'm not sure. They're just calling out for E, which is medium orange. And we have black engine nacelles with a little bit of green, which is the interior green colour, which is most likely, is it the chrome zinc mate colour, I believe, something like that. And then obviously the drones are the ready orange colour, but they're calling out just for straight red, which is, yeah, deep red they're calling out for. X7 from Tamiya, which is just normal flat red. I don't know about that. I have looked at a video on YouTube, I'll leave the link in the description. There is a little documentary type thing about these targeting drones, and they're calling out for fluorescent orange, so I don't know. That's what they say in the documentary. Second one is just all silver, a little bit more boring, but you've got the yellow noses, and then the drones are the same colour. As for the markings, we've got one marking sheet here with some shark mouths on it. This is for one of the drones. Second markings, this is for another drone. Nicely done. And the main markings for what aircraft, whether you're building, nicely in colour, sharp. Carafilm's right up close. There is carafilm in between these letters, so these United States Air Force is one big decal, but right up against the US Signia, it's right up close. But this nice decal solution should go down nicely. I don't know who prints their decals. I'm not sure on that, but they seem nice enough. Unfortunately, ICM do put all their stuff in one bag, but they do it quite tightly, so some stuff shifts, but not all the time. So hopefully there's nothing broken. The clear parts are separate, which is nice. We have a couple of flash inside the bag. I can't see any more broken parts, so always check your bags, don't throw them away. So let's move this to one side and see what we have. I'll say, if you built the aircraft already before, you know what you're looking for. So the first two pieces we have at the top are the wheels, two piece. I'm never a fan of. Reason being, especially like this tread pattern, it's nicely detailed and all, but when it comes to clean up, to try and get rid of that lean, you're going to end up losing all that detail. So I generally resort to getting resin wheels all the time, especially for detail like this. So this large sprue here is C, and it's the wings, engine nacelles, flaps, bulkhead for the engine nacelles, and more flaps. The ejector pins are pretty damn good on this kit. They are tiny and they are always flush. They are on this kit. Even down to the doors, which would be the bomb day doors normally, but there's no ejector pins on them at all. There's a couple on the inside of the engine nacelles, but they're here and here, and you're not going to see these because this is the only visual part. There's a bulkhead here and here, so they do think about it. Like I say, ICM have come a long way since the early days. Their kits were a bit hard to work with, but they've definitely improved. Their panel lines are nice and crisp. I thought those were damaged then, but it's not. It's just dust. But they do have nice, very fine, crisp panel lines, but no rivet detail. So, but you can go over a rivet wheel and go over yourself, but I don't do that because I'm still not 100% confident of doing riveting just yet. But their detail is nicely done. There's a little bit of marble effect on these flaps, but that's just the moulding process. It's nothing nasty or damaged. No sink marks. Once you've got paint or prime on there, it'd be perfectly fine. But these panel lines are very, very fine, so you don't want to overdo it with the paint because you could easily fill the lines up. This is another bomb bay section, the cover, but again, because it's a modified aircraft for training purposes and drones and stuff, the electronics are all different. So this is all to do with the engines. Here are bombs, but they're not needed. And machine guns, I'm not sure if the aircraft carries machine guns. But you've got your nice large propeller. There's no flash on there. It's nice and crisp. So here's your engine detail. You have piping, part of your cowling, and there's another part of the cowling. Like I say, it's all moulded as one piece. There's a lot of slide moulding. This would be slide moulded, and so would this probably. But it's nicely done. Very nice. There are two of those, because here's the second one. We have the first sprue, which is one of the drones. So this is pretty much, is this all the parts for the drone? I think this might be just one complete drone, so one sprue, one drone. Again, the detail is lovely. And here's the smaller one. Again, it's the same amount of crisp detail. Superb. We have a small bag of clear. This is the front nose of the aircraft. I don't really want to get this out of the bag. And here is the clear for the canopies. I'll show you anyway. Very easy to put back. This one was already come off in the bag, so nicely done. The foggy area is where it's going to require paint. If you're not too keen on using their printed mask layout thing they've got in the instructions, you could always result in getting Edard's mask set. So we have one of the noses has come off. Not sure if this one's needed because this looks like it's got guns in it. And here's another nose which is moulded as one piece, which probably would have been slide moulded again to an extent. This looks like it has guns in it, so I don't think this one's needed neither. We have this detail part. This has electronics. This is a bulkhead. The main body of the aircraft, you're looking at, including the nose, about 31 centimeters. So it's nice crisp detail. There's a couple of rivets around here, but that's pretty much it. We have the flaps, cockpit floor. This is one of the bellies that sits at the back here, because this has a glass piece in it. Again, detail on the inside. All of this has no ejector pins in it, apart from here and here, which is the part of the wing spar, so you're not going to see it anyway. But the ejector pins are right here backwards. There's a couple down the bottom here. Again, because the cockpit floor will be going roughly here, you're not going to see it. So they definitely think about putting them in nice places. And we have a sprue here with rockets. This is not needed. I'm not sure if this part's needed. And then last sprue is flaps, landing gear, more instrument panel, fuel tanks, which is not needed, inserts for the wheels. This is a bulkhead as well, and instrument panel combined. This is internal parts for your wheel bay. More bulkhead and instrument panels combined. So there's the flaps. There's inserts for the wheels. The fuel tanks, I say, are not needed. There's part of the cockpit area. There's that funny looking piece I thought was your targeting part but it's not. I'm not sure. Well, these are the Bombay doors. These are the landing gear doors. And there's another radio equipment section. And landing gear. It's moulded in a certain shape. And then a couple of flight sticks type pieces. So that's pretty much it for the kit. So there you are, my friends. There's another kit from ICM. It's the DB-26 with the Q-2 drones. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.